Great. Fucking internet. Okay. Hi everybody. Charter is a very good internet service provider. So it's desynced. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Wee. Okay. Gotta dodge this stupid thing. And that one too. You do that, you do that. Wee. Wow. Hey, neat. Wow. Cool. Whoa. And then you fall. Maybe it's just time to use a D-pad. Okay, here we go. Whoop. Oh, we fell off. Oh, fun. Okay, do that. Oh, and you get burned by the invisible fire. Oops. I missed the crate. I mean, the D-pad on PlayStation controllers never have really felt good. I don't know why people always tolerated them. They cut up your thumb if you play for too long. It sucks. Just kill me. You wasted my time. My ears itchy too. I blame you for that video game. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. You do a 1-2, skip to my loo. 3-4, the invisible fire hit me again. Anyone new coming in, hi. I'm going for Platinum Relics in Crash 1, which is the hardest of the Crash games, and for the most part they've actually been pretty tame, but this one has been giving me a lot of trouble because the level is not set up in a very fun way, thanks to the fact that you're probably gonna spot it if you actually start looking for it, but each time I restart the level and do this, you'll see that the patterns of the fire and those little spike things that come down are not the same each time. In the original PS1 games, things would be rendered as soon as you approach them, so patterns were always consistent. They always were typically synchronized. Not here. Everything, for the most part, works that way, but unfortunately those spike crushers are on a global timer, and every time I restart the level, it doesn't reset them, so they get out of sync while the those little fires go at the right time. It's a little bit frustrating. But we'll get it. Then that happened. Putting out the level would probably sync it back up, but the problem is if I quit out the level, loading screens are very, very long in this, and then on top of that, if I took a single death, I'd need to quit out and come back in. So it's not worth it. This guy's a turd. Okay. That was actually pretty good. I came here at a very good time. But I'm probably gonna get stuck in an invisible wall or screw up here really bad. I knew it. I knew I was gonna make a dumb mistake and choke at the end there. That sucks. That was also bad. A lot of these levels are just huge patience tests. You can also slip off platforms if you land close to the edge of them, which is very irritating when doing these, because I mean sometimes you'll just slip off of something that you did land on. That's why a lot of people have been complaining about the Insane Trilogy, because one level in specific where you're supposed to bounce off of turtles on a bridge to get over pits, they don't work right because of how the Insane Trilogy does collision checks. So every single time you bounce on the turtle, it pushes you off of it a little bit with each bounce. So when you're making really tight jumps and that's happening, it's not good. It makes it pretty close to impossible to do. So the workaround is you just don't use the turtles. You jump outside the boundaries of the map and try to walk on the side of the bridge to avoid it. Well, Crash 2 I'm sure is fine to do these time trials on. Like I said, these games get easier with each one. 2 is a pretty balanced out challenge for the most part. It's nothing too bad. 3 is pretty easy overall. Crash 1's the hardest. Oh, I missed it. The trilogy, in general, not just the trilogy, but in general, Crash 1 was the hardest. Seems like a lot of people didn't even play Crash 1 because a lot of people were like, what? Ugh, I don't remember this being so hard. No, Crash 1 always was hard. I think most people just didn't play it. Up, that was stupid of me. Getting impatient. I could have just went there. It was bad. But you're saying that it's different each time, so it's difficult to react each time. When you want to go as quick as possible, that was bad. That's also, there's a delay time between being able to spin. You can see it there. If you want to avoid that, if you jump in the air after, I wonder if I don't even need the turtle if I just jump in and spin it. But if you spin on the ground and then jump in and spin, you can, yeah, you can't do that. You have to bounce the turtle. You can at least try to bypass the little delay between spinning. That was bad. I don't know. I don't run Super Mega. You want to go for Aku Aku during these because having a mask means that if you have any point during the stage that a damage boost would help, whether it's an obstacle, because Crash 1, its difficulty is because it expects you to be very patient. There's lots and lots of really annoying moving platforms and patterns they want you to wait for, and having Aku Aku means that you can actually bypass some of that by taking a hit for free to just run straight through something that'd be eating up a lot of your time. If there's 3 of him on a stage, though, it's better to not even try to damage skip anything, but to instead just save up all 3, because then you can just go invincible, and when you're invincible you run a little bit faster than usual. That was bad. No point. I screwed up. I'm actually partnered by Twitch. Like, it's gone through, but they're giving me a lot of trouble for some reason with filling out forms for it. I've tried to get in contact for weeks about it, and I'm not getting any response from them. They gave me an automated response a few days ago, and they didn't even, like, substitute out the field on the email, so it says, like, hello, name, with parentheses around it. So hopefully that'll get sorted out soon. Bad. Wasted too much time breaking those crates. Gonna do that again. Ideally, I want to get to that part with the bouncy boxes at around 58 to 59 seconds. If it's already a minute over when I get to that part, it's just not worth it. Also, this is a really bad pattern. I gotta wait for it to sync up again. Everlong, I would love to do that if it was consistent. Sometimes it doesn't actually register that, so you need to just spin at them anyways. They should fall on you and just break, but then they don't. They just push you out of the way. So that's why I haven't been doing it. It's just a gamble. You can waste time. That was stupid of me. I choked. I'm just gonna run for it now. It worked that time at least. As you can see here, this part's very slow. So I'm killing myself. Having Aku Aku means I can skip that part and not have to waste so much time. Me being impatient. Oh, that's close. Well, that was just me being stupid. I didn't recognize that it was staying up. Usually it's never in that position. Okay, there we go. Oh, bad luck. Gotta do it again. That's what I was worried about, is that I wasn't gonna have that one set up right. That one is a really lousy moment because you really don't want to wait on that one. You really want to hope that it's lined up enough that that one will be down for you and you can just make it through. So if that one's gonna just rise up during that part, you lose time and it's not fun. Great. And that's not obvious either, the fires. Their hitbox is really, really tall, even though the fire itself doesn't look like it goes that high. And the hitbox just appears immediately before the fire even is really animating. So if you're just above it, it looks like you get hit by nothing. It's confusing sometimes. Right here, I've been hit by the fire and I thought it's like, oh, the spikes hit me from behind or something, right? And then you realize, oh wait, no, it's the fire because the hitbox is so big. Okay, made it. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, it's working now. Earlier when I was trying to do that, it just kept pushing me out and not working. But it's working now. Guess I should have tried it more. It's close. Oh, just do it. Great, I lost some time there, which is no good. That was stupid of me. I forgot the monkeys do that. Great. I'll do it again. That's what I get for not making it over, though. I shouldn't have wasted time there. Those crates, if you're slow to blow them up after taking the TNT to your face, there's no point. There's no point to taking advantage of Aku Aku being there if you're gonna be slow on that part, which I was. So I couldn't even make it over in one cycle. If you can't make it over in one cycle, that's not good. Out of here, you. No! Oh my god. Monkey's gonna get me. No, he's not. Whatever. This took way too long. Probably gonna fumble right here. Okay, do that. Now I'm probably gonna hit the invisible wall coming up. I've done it so many times it's not even funny. There's an invisible wall on the left here. I might just clip into it by mistake. I didn't, which is good. But I slipped off! I always choke there. After doing so much work to finally get up there, it's not even that difficult of a part. I'm just not ready for it. And I always choke. Man. This is gonna be... No, I made it. Okay. It's because I keep forgetting, too, that you can't just land on the wood. You fall off if you hit the wood. You slip and fall off if you hit the wood. That's what I was talking about, by the way. Sometimes you get that, and in worst case situations, you don't even get one box breaking on your head. It just wastes your time because you have to start doing them one by one. Oh, that was a big waste of time. Oh boy. Gotta wait for that. Probably wasting too much time now. Great. I was so close. I was wasting too much time at the end anyways. Also, I was holding jumps on... I was holding down jump when I shouldn't have. So close to... Julian! So close to actually getting this. I don't know what's up with Julian. He's like moaning and shouting in his sleep. I'm not sure what's happening. Great. I gotta turn the air conditioning on for a little bit after this one. It is getting really hot in here. Okay. Wee. What? Excuse me, when your shield goes over your head, that means you bounce me up. That's not what's supposed to happen, but okay. It's alright, we all forget how the programming's supposed to work sometimes. Oh, right. Just lost a good amount of time to that. Did not mean to do that. Okay, that's gonna just eat my time. Oh, did not bounce me up. There we go. Hey! Making really good time now. That was a really good pattern. That's the best pattern you can get, I think. What? Oh my god! It did its little spark animation already. Just kill me, yeah. I mean, I don't have Aku Aku anymore. Means I'm not getting to take advantage of that anymore. Yeah. Try that again. I can only imagine what the timing is on this now. I mean, I'm not just going for normal relics, I'm going for platinum. I'm not gonna settle for any less. That's good. Right. Still making okay time. Okay, moment of truth. Hate this part so much. Oh. He slipped off! He slipped off! Why? What a fun idea. Let's make it so you land on the platform, but it pushes you off. That would be fun, right? People would like that. Why is that in this? It's the reason why people don't like the fucking turtle level now, because you broke it. It was never this bad on the PS1. I know for sure I'm gonna get a platinum on this, by the way. I think I am just cutting too much time off. I think I'm going overkill with it, but I know I can get a platinum for sure. Invisible fire. You missed the platform. No, actually I didn't. I actually didn't miss the platform. I landed on it and then it pushed me back and I fell off of it. That just means you don't have an eye for that. Here, want me to, here, I'll show it again because most people aren't aware of this, I guess. Here. See that? That's what happened. Except absent of the bouncing, because certain platforms work differently. If you land on the side of something, you get pushed back off of it each time, and eventually you just end up falling off of it. And this one is not the best example, but you can still do it with it. Most bouncy boxes in the game and bouncy objects will just make you fall off of them if you're by the edge. And while the original Crash game did do that a little bit, it's not as bad as they do it in the Insane Trilogy. It's hard for me to set up here. It's easier to do it when it's tight jumps, because that's when you're going to be seeing it, is really tight jumps. But it is a thing in this game, and it's very, very bad when you have it happen. It's why everyone's having trouble with that one level with the turtles on the bridge, because each time you bounce on the turtle, it pushes you away from its center. And if you're making a really tight jump and you land on the turtle, guess what? You're getting pushed off the turtle and you're dead. It's a very obnoxious thing to have happen, because it means every time you make a tight jump, you're paranoid in the back of your mind, like, okay, is it gonna let me make it, or is it gonna decide that I didn't actually truly make it and I'm gonna get shoved off of it? It's a thing in this game. It's not fun. And like I said, there was a little bit of that in the original Crash games on the PS1. There was a little bit of that, but not to that length. It was never that bad. It's very irritating in the Insane Trilogy when it happens. So, to anyone who's gonna say like, well, no, you fell, you didn't make the jump. Pay attention next time and actually watch, because that's not exactly the case in a lot of instances. You can see Crash for a couple of frames actually hang onto the platform and then suddenly be pushed off of it. So whenever I say I slipped off, that's what I'm talking about. I killed myself. I choked on that part. Well, I mean, a lot of people are playing this and not understanding that anyways. They're saying, like, the controls feel off, but I'm not sure why. And it's because of things like that. It's little subtle things like that. Because that happens, and not only does that happen, but then there's also, like, there isn't a proper jump arc in this. As soon as the, as soon as your Z velocity hits its peak, as soon as it is just zeroed out, so you don't have any jump momentum anymore, so you should start falling. As opposed to it easing into you falling, it just makes you drop at the fastest rate possible immediately. There's no startup time for it, there's no easing into it, you just drop like a fucking rock. And that's why jumps are a lot tighter in this than the original games too. Oops. So that's oops. I already got everything in this. Like, I got all the gems and everything. The reason it says 98% is because I actually accidentally loaded my save file instead of saving it after beating the Cortex fight. But I'm going for all the platinum relics now because that's what I want to be doing. Because Crash 1's the most challenging, and I'm having the most fun with it out of anything in the trilogy just because they improved on it, so it's like I'm playing an actual new game here. Crash 2 and 3, the Insane Trilogy, doesn't really have anything to offer to those. It didn't improve them, so I don't really see a point in playing them right now. I will probably be playing them just for the sake of playing them, but for now, no thanks. Okay, here we go. The fun part. Hey, beautiful. That was actually perfect. It was glitchy as fuck, but that was actually perfect. Now watch me choke. I always will choke here. Oh boy. Go on. Okay. You fucker, you slipped off again! Man! Oh no, I didn't mean to spin into him. With that one, I think I was slightly underneath it at least. I think I was losing too much time there anyways. Because I'm panicked when I get there. I expect myself to just get clipped off of those things and I'm terrified. I barely made that, by the way. That was like a frame off from actually hitting me. I'm glad I made it. Which doesn't mean much because it's running at 30, but still. Oh, right. You're... Okay. I wasted too much time. You know what? Maybe I should just save Aku Aku for the end. Well, then again, I'm falling each time at the end. I'm not even getting killed by something. This is a bad pattern. Okay. Get out of here. Beautiful. It's actually perfect. Go. I am terrified again. You do it. Really? I'm not going to be able to do it. That wasn't fast enough. That actually wasn't fast enough. Oh my god. That wasn't fast enough for a platinum. That wasn't fast enough for a platinum. Also, whoever typed in the chat earlier, you got a 158. I'd like to see that because I'm actually starting to really doubt that you did. I don't know how you did. Someone in the chat was insisting they got a 158 on this as their time, and I don't believe it. Because I don't know how you could optimize this much more. What's the time for platinum? Isn't it like 2:05? Yeah, there's a 3-second freeze at the end, but that doesn't matter when it's already at around 2 minutes. Oh, that would have been the perfect pattern too. Hit my head in the ceiling. I think this is a bad run already. It's at 21 seconds. He missed it. You really just can't hesitate anywhere, I guess. Can someone find like platinum videos of this level? Is there something different I need to be doing? Because I don't really know what else I could do to optimize this. There were a few moments that I choked last time. Outside of that, I don't know what I can do. That actually helped me. It was actually really good. That wasn't, though. I just lost a bunch of time. Fuck! Yeah, 205 is what I've been hearing is the time for a platinum. Which is why I wasn't believing that someone said earlier that they got 158. I think that's too drastic of an improvement in terms of time. You can only do so much in this game to up your time that I don't believe for a second someone got 158. I feel like someone just came in and said that as a joke. Ugh, invisible fire. Well, no, actually you can't. Whoever just said that, you can't see the time barriers. You see the relic that you haven't gotten yet, you can see the time of. So I would be seeing a sapphire relic time. I would not be seeing the platinum relic time. I'd have to have a gold relic for that. Highest on the leaderboard's 1 minute 54. I feel like they probably cheated though. Usually top of leaderboards is always just people cheating. Ugh. I wish they could actually bounce you up there. Alright, so I guess there's not anything else I can do to improve on this. Just gotta get really good luck. Great. That was my bad. Perfect. I hate it because the reason I keep missing that jump, I can't hold X for those jumps if I want to save time. I need to do short bounces to make it across very quickly. So I'm holding X for even just a little bit, and I tap it. I'm going to get a really high jump off of it, and it's going to waste time. But because of how fast you fall in this game, if I let go of X too soon, I'm just going to plummet and die right away and miss the platform. So it's really hard to try to let go the second you make contact with it. I was doing okay too. It's always that part. Because I am in a panic at that part, because it's like, okay, I know I can shave off time here if I'm able to, because there was a level earlier with moving leaf platforms, and the way to do that one quickly is just, you need to count a time in your head until it's safe to jump off, so you just barely make it to the next platform. That's how you go the fastest possible, and that's what's going on here, is I need to be able to just barely make these. Ugh. I almost slipped off if you saw that. Anyone who was asking about the whole slipping thing, you just saw it there. I at least recovered from it, which almost never happens because you're not allowed to. Oh no, that was bad. That ate up some time. I know. I'm sure there's people who have gotten really good times like that. I was just doubting that someone who just came in here had really gotten that perfect of a time. Maybe they did. I don't know how you can. One, two. Oh my god. That was very close. I just lost time to that. Go. Wait, what? I went the wrong way. I'm a moron. I went the wrong way. I got misled. Whatever. What time is that? That's probably a gold. It is. God damn it. I didn't know that that was on the right side. I saw the shadows, so I went the wrong way. I would have had it otherwise. Yes, I could have had it. I got misled because I had never gotten to that point yet. If I didn't turn to the right there, I would have had it. I'm glad they added misleading boxes there. They sure made a fool of me. Time to do it again. The guy who got 157 didn't use Aku Aku. I don't think that's what's been wasting the time, though. What did he do to go 157? And don't link me videos because I can't watch them right now. I can't actually click on them. What did he do to shave off time? Because the Aku Aku thing, getting Aku Aku doesn't really take time. Like that? That's half a second. That's not really anything being added on to go for Aku Aku. The 157, he used it to blow up the TNT crate. So, well then, that's what I did. I thought someone just said he didn't use Aku Aku. No, using Coco doesn't matter. Coco plays exactly the same. I just said I can't watch it, everybody. This is a bad run. I'm gonna just restart it. Okay. I was so close to getting it. I can't believe I went the wrong way. I have to go to the left now. That's what I get for never experiencing that part. Oh my god, invisible fire. No, Coco doesn't do anything like that. Coco plays exactly the same. This is good time so far, but I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna choke. I think they probably get pushed by that guy. Go a little bit quicker. "56 seconds. Ooh, this is actually a really good time. You do not get to slip there. You fuck! If he didn't slip on the fucking platform, so I had to waddle him around to get him back on, I would have made that. He ate up too much time by doing that. God, I hate the platform slipping. I'm glad he got stuck on the right edge of that. It's just inevitable. It's gonna happen every time you go for relics. This is what I was worried about. It's what I kind of figured would happen. I figured because that's in the game, it's just gonna happen. When a level goes for almost 2 minutes, you're gonna have it just happen eventually. You're gonna get stuck on something and it's gonna get you killed. That sucks so much. That was a good run. Why did he have to get stuck on the... fucking... whatever. Ah, boy. Well, the Fire Masher combo is obnoxious because they're also not synchronized each time you play. They go in a different timing each time. The slipping is so obnoxious. I hate it. It's happened almost every time I've gone to that part too. It's getting really out of hand. This is a bad pattern. I'm not gonna have a good time. That was bad. Yep, there you go, thank you. Too bad I don't have Aku Aku for this, so it's pointless. May as well kill myself. The later levels I'm actually not as nervous about, only because the patterns on those I feel like they'd be synced each time. This level is just ridiculous because it's never the same each attempt you make at it. Like this right now. At least that one was up, so I saved a little bit of time. The fact that it's different every single time I do it is frustrating. Because it means you have to hope for it to be a good run. Okay, you're not gonna actually push me, and I slipped. I was hoping he was gonna push me forward. You can get him to do that. I don't know how, because every time I've done stuff with him... This level's not hard, by the way, everybody. Because people are saying I struggled with this one. This level's not hard if you're playing it normally. This level's hard if you're doing a time trial for it, because it doesn't work right. Yeah. But, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember what I was gonna... Oh, those guys with the shield. I've had that happen a few times now. When they put the shield above their head, it's because you jumped above them and it's supposed to bounce you above them. That's supposed to be how you get around them. And it's irritating because that's how they're supposed to work. But I've had instances where they do it, I'm above them, and suddenly it flings me backwards, even though they're holding it above their head, and you watch it bounce. Like, it plays the animation like they bounced me above their head when they didn't. Sometimes they just break out of what they're supposed to do. And it's really frustrating when that happens too. But sometimes I've had lucky situations like that they bounce me over them, and then they just shove me forward, and I save a lot of time. But I don't know how to get them to do that. Or if I even can reliably do it, it could just be the game acting up. Oh my god, that's what I get for looking over at the chat. That someone had said something. Okay, at least that one was down already, but I'm at 20 seconds now. I think for anyone who was watching, you saw the one time, because the patterns were so perfect here, I ended up at that part at like 16, 17 seconds. But in that one, I ended up at 20, and that seems to be the most common, is ending up there at 20. But that just goes to show it's different every time. You just need good luck, which really stinks. Also, that can happen if you just saw that. These things sometimes just don't work right, and they shove you forward, even though they should be hurting you. And I'm not going to complain when that happens, because it helps me. I don't care. That was absolutely perfect. That was beautiful. That was a huge time save. Fucking... I have to remember that jump is further away. I'm always gonna slip off of that. I need to remember that the wooden planks are not a spot I can land on, and I need to remember it's not that tiny. Also, yes, please flood the chat with the laughing face emoticon. That's very funny. If I was playing, I wouldn't have died. I would laugh. Ha. Yeah, the salt one's good too. Whoops, can't do that over. That was such a good run too. Oh well. Ow. Sorry, I forgot. I need to wait for your menu to close in before I can even make any selections on it. I really like when interfaces do that. I sure like waiting for your fancy animations to play out before I can interact with your menu. Style over functionality, I guess. Does anyone else get annoyed by that in games? That's something I've been prioritizing with anything I've ever worked on. Is I want menus to be something that if you press everything like right away, you could navigate all the menus in like just a couple of frames if you knew where everything was positioned. I always want menus to be something very quick and easy to navigate, and I really hate when games do all their fancy little animations that you have to wait for before you can make a selection. Especially on games where you need to go back to the menu a lot or retry. I don't like having to wait for all your animations to play out just because you're so proud of your UI design. If you're gonna have animations, at least let people interact with your menu as they're playing, so they can just navigate quickly if they want to. Oh. Making some okay time. Okay, sorry. I guess you didn't get hit. That's fine. Eat up half a second. Oh, okay, we didn't hit that either. We're choking. We're choking. That's what I get for walking up the slope. By the way, typing in all caps in the chat while I'm doing that doesn't actually help. It's more distracting, which is probably going to encourage it more. Because I have the chat going right next to the TV. So seeing a million messages in all caps has me thinking that someone's flooding the chat and I need to go and suspend them. So next time I get there, you know what to do. The opposite of what I said. It'll be a big funny, I swear. Like when someone make a tweet on the tweeter and they say, it's really annoying when people say this, and then everyone says it because it's the obvious joke, but no one laughs. That's the best. Gotta go for the low-hanging fruit. Here we go. It's this part. Whoa. Oh, that ate up too much time. If I can't line up the everything to fall on top of me after I blow up the TNT, then that part's kind of screwed over. I need to be able to make it over in one cycle, otherwise I don't save time. Wee. Hey, that was actually, well, okay. You know, that's what I get for saying something. Yeah, he backed up, so I wasn't going to be able to get over his head because there's a crate there. Are people saying this is one of the worst stages to do a relic run on? because I would say this has been the worst one. All the other ones were really easy. Even the ones that had pretty tight window, they weren't that frustrating to deal with, and they didn't take long. A lot of stages I was able to do in like 1 to 2 attempts. They're not even difficult. So I'm surprised that this one just comes out of the blue and is really obnoxious to deal with. Really made that. Okay, time for the scary part. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. I keep forgetting just as I get there because I think to myself like, okay, let go because you gotta do a short jump. You gotta do a short jump. I didn't do it. Didn't do a short jump. I mean, I did do a short jump. Oh my god. Like my brain is turned off. I'm sweating. It's 100 degrees. I'm playing this level for like an hour. I don't need to be doing a short jump, and I think that I need to be doing a short jump because I don't want the fire to start up, gotta be quick. But then I realized like, oh yeah, I forgot that first platform is so far away I can't just do a short jump to it, even though it looks like I could. You fall like a rock in this, you can't do that. So I realize it, and then I'm dead. I cry a little. Bad luck. Bad luck. That wasted a lot of time. It didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. I don't know if I can make it now because of that. I keep doing that! I need to jump up that faster. I can't just walk up it. I either need to commit to it or not. If I walk up it, I'm not gonna make it. I need to remember that. It's because it's so far into the level. I'm not used to that part because I've gone there so little. It sucks. Platinum time is, I think, like 2:05 or something. You barely have any time to waste on this one. You know, I bet that the guys who also developed this, I bet they didn't really playtest it. They probably had some way of just kind of figuring out, like, oh, yeah. I mean, that would probably be the somehow I made it over the fire. But I'm sure they set up a way to just kind of figure out, like, okay, yeah, alright. Because this is a really obnoxious time, and I really don't believe that they all sat down and tested this and played it over and over again and were like, yeah, that's perfect. I don't really feel that one with this. Because, Why were all the other ones so easy and suddenly this one's really tight and next to impossible? I feel like they didn't really try this one. Especially because they didn't pick up on the fact that if you restart, all the patterns are desynchronized. Don't think they really tried this one out. That's what I'd imagine, that they use like a tool-assisted system for it. I guess I got hit by the fire. I gotta do it again. I don't want people getting the 100%. Well, the other platinums were so easy, is the thing. How many of them do I have now? 7? All the other ones were really easy to get. Then this one comes out of nowhere and is really, really difficult. Game was rushed. Well, that is true. It is rushed. Ooh. That was actually a little bit of good luck. Don't worry, I'll choke at the end. I always do. It was my fault for being impatient. I think I'm at the point now that everything's gonna start distracting me, make me feel more tense as I'm doing it. I just want to be able to do it already. Bad luck. Yeah, that's what I would figure, is that there's only a handful of levels that are actually hard to get platinums on. All the others, I was doing it pretty easily. Even ones with really tight times on them, they weren't that bad to do. This one is lousy. Bad luck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this, if you're going to be going for relics, get ready for this stage because it's no fun. And like I said, oh, this is the worst pattern I could get. I had to wait for each of those. If I have to wait for all 3 of those, that's just a waste of time. But yeah, get ready for this stage. I'm sure slippery climb is a nightmare. Not sure what else. Ow. No, whoever just typed that and said if you wait a bit you can probably get the platinum. No, absolutely not. Are you kidding? No. No. That's why a lot of the videos of people getting the platinums on this are just barely getting it. The time on this one is really intense. On top of the fact that this one's just really hard. No, if I hesitate even for a moment, I'm probably not going to get it. What I did last time, the mistake I made last time, is about the time that I would have wasted waiting for some of these platforms. And because of that, I didn't get it. I was a few seconds off. You can't afford to wait for anything. It's a speedrun for a reason. I waited a bunch of places and still got plat. Okay, what was your time? Because I've been not waiting for anything, and last time when I got to the end, I was only barely going to get 205. Did you happen to also just get really good luck on your run? Because these patterns are not the same each time you play it. So sometimes you don't really need to wait. Okay. Getting up to the end. My time is 1:59. I'm gonna guess then you just had really good patterns on these things then. Ugh. Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. Good morning, Julian. It was the worst timing to get startled. Oh, I'm playing the level normally. Oh my god. I gotta kill myself. Wasn't paying any attention. Oh my god. What is this? I don't want to oh my god. Go back. Wasn't paying any attention. I gotta pick the level again. Blame Foolian. Having a loud noise as you're in the air about to line up a jump does startle you. Julian always scares me when he comes in. I'll just be on my headphone, like, on my headphones. I'm out of it. I'll be on my laptop just programming with my headphones in, and I'll just walk into the room, and I'll just freak the fuck out. I always get startled really easily by him. Ow. Yep. Oh god. Fucking slipped off the time crate. What? What? I'm getting a little bit too fed up with all these quirks to this game. I'm sorry. I can only tolerate this for so long. I'm getting sick of slipping off platforms and crates. I'm getting sick of your invisible hitbox. Your gigantic invisible fire that's killing me. I'm getting really sick of it. You know, at least make the fire go to the height of its hitbox. That way I have a good indication as soon as it appears, when it's going to appear and when I'm in danger, as opposed to it just being this arbitrary thing. That's what I get for reading the chat. Take a break, you're a good boy. No, I'm not going to. Ah, boy. Listen, you're not gonna notice a lot of this if you're doing a casual playthrough. It's if you're trying to go for everything that a lot of this becomes pretty inexcusable. Like I said, part of this one, getting a platinum on it, can be luck driven even. Just because the patterns of these things are different each time you start it. I'm actually at a point with this one now that I'm getting familiar with all the different timings of these things because I've just done it so much. I've seen all these different patterns so many times already. I'm just becoming used to it. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. When you put the shield above your head, it actually pushes me backwards. I forgot that that's how you're programmed. That's how they work, right? That's how those enemies work, right? When they put the shield above their head, it pushes you backwards. That's how you're supposed to fight them, right? And then when they put the shield to the side of them, it actually bounces you above them. I'm pretty sure that's how they're supposed to work. At least he cooperated. At least most of the time they work. That's all that matters, is as long as your game mostly works, there's no problem. Oh, yes, the construction men are here to argue and yell at each other outside. Wonderful. They just fall off a cliff and then jump midair. Yep, there they go. They're yelling and banging stuff. Wonderful. Just what I needed. Take my mind off of all this. No. No. Wait for that. Well, we did it, everybody. Boy, oh boy. That one was painful. That one was painful. So, anyone going for platinums in this game? Native Fortress? Remember that name. That one is no good. Save that for one of your final ones to attempt. Unless you want to get the bad ones out of the way first. In which case, then go right ahead. Making some okay progress with these platinums. Making some okay progress. So, the entire first island's done. How many islands are there? This is the second island. This is the last island, isn't it? Yeah. Yeesh. Not looking forward to any of those. Those are gonna stink. He just doubted that someone in the chat did it. I mean, I realized later on it's possible. I didn't doubt that they did it. I doubted the time because they said 158. But after realizing... Because that was what happened, was one of those runs, I actually had a really good time going. It was like 8 seconds faster than any other time I was attempting. I realized after that, then yeah, 158 is possible. You could probably get it down to like 155, honestly. Those patterns are wildly inconsistent, and if you have good luck with them, if you're rushing, you can skip waiting for a couple of those. You could easily do it, I think. You could probably get a decent time. But yeah, that one's heavily dependent on that. Your time is going to come from that. If you have a bad pattern sync going, you're just going to have to restart it. You're going to have a bad time with some of those. Which one's up the creek? What's the Lost City? Oh, I know the Lost City. Oh man, some of these are really going to stink. Here, let's do one that maybe won't be as bad. Yeah, and but it would be an easy fix. I just don't know if they're gonna bother. Because I noticed it. I don't know if other people have noticed it or cared. Maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe there's like a way to make it do that. There's a way to influence it outside of just waiting at the beginning for it to sync back up again. Ah, I forgot about the spin delay. I had to jump higher to be able to spin again. I wish it was like a thing that if you held down the spin button, you'd be spinning. If you let go of it abruptly, you could actually cut it off. I like that about dashing in Mega Man X is you don't have to commit to it. If you let go, you can just kill it early. Nope. Well, this isn't worth it now. I had to turn around. I need to like fall on that as I'm spinning to get those in one go. One clean shot. Feeling really sick. Like I feel all stuffed up. Nope. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get those in one sweep. Actually, I should look here to practice it. Because I need to... Nope. Do you hover a bit when you spin in the air? Okay. Nope. I need to break two at the same time. Nope. Maybe I can't. Maybe I actually can't break both. Spin then jump. I can't do that because there's TNT there. I guess I could try like moving towards it and then jumping. That's really risky, but at the same time I need to... This one's probably really tight, so may as well. I'll give it a go. Nope. Oh, actually, yes, because that'll blow it up. Yeah, that was the way to do it. Thank you, whoever said that. I was a dummy to not think of that. I forgot that if it falls on it, it'll set the TNT off. I also forgot that the TNT counts if it blows it up. Watch that not be it. No, that was it. Okay, platinum. That was easy. Oh boy. My vision. My vision is freaking out. Everything in the room looks like it's coming towards me. Help! Maybe that's too many video games. Dat stream, there's like just minor issues in a lot of regards. The gravity and the getting stuck are my big ones though. In terms of gripes outside of control, loading screens in this are God, I feel really congested all of a sudden. The loading screens in this are abysmal. They're really bad. Oh. Oh. I'm surprised I lived. Wait, what? But I was holding jump. Okay. Well, the thing that shouldn't have killed me, and the things that should have killed me did not kill me. Wrap your head around that one. I even know the drum can kill you. Okay, I guess I just wasn't off the ground enough. Oh, that was bad. I even know the drums can kill you on this one. Now I know. Or maybe they can't. I have no idea. Was that a bug? I've never been killed by the drum before. What the fuck? I jumped onto it though. What is going on? So the drums can kill you, I guess. It happened more than once. But I jumped onto it. I've never actually had that as an issue until now. Am I just timing it wrong? What's going on? Is it because I'm... Yeah. Huh. On that one, I guess it's because I fell into it. That one makes sense to me. I guess it's because it's like on an upward slope, so it's easier to crash into it. I need to be above it pretty heavily. Yeah, that was me dying. Oops. I'm reading the chat, sorry. But, those make sense to me. Those were me totally dying. Those first two, though, I had jumped, and it looked like I had just made it fine. So that's a little bit confusing. Okay, I didn't know which way he was gonna be. Hi, Julian. Oh, it was my fault. Well, I mean, these are easy to get platinums on, that's why I picked it. There's not really anything you can do to optimize times on these. It's just about you getting all the crates. Oh, that was my bad. These are just silly for time trials, by the way. There's not really anything you can do to go sort of faster during these. It makes sense in Crash 3 because you can boost during them. Same with Crash 2. Doesn't make any sense in this one. You don't have that as an option. Okay, so I have to go on the left side to dodge him? Or was it... I think it's the right side. I think I just wasn't far enough over. No one else get bothered by how these guys look? At least in the Insane Trilogy. I kind of actually really hate them here. Maybe it's because I just hate them as enemies. I hate how they act. Oh, that's my bad. What'd you say in the chat? As I was trying to look at that as I crashed into it. The bosses had time trials. Not really. There'd be a... I don't think you could do too much there to shave off time. Yeah, it's the right side there. There's a platinum. A lot of these platinums are not too bad to get, at least at the beginning of the game. They're gonna get probably really bad though. I'm still really dreading Slippery Climb. Slippery Climb is like 2 minutes and 50 seconds. You know what? That's only a little bit more than the other one I was doing, but still, that's a painful one. Did you ever stream Mario Party? I don't think anyone would want to play it with me. Ugh. Wow. Which one is Sunset Vista? Is this the longest level? I don't even remember it. Do Great Hall. Does Great Hall have one? That'd be pretty funny. No. That would have been funny if it had one. I don't remember which level Sunset Vista is. What happens in it? Yeah, I would not say it's the hardest. Oh, I know which one this is. Yeah, this one is pretty long. I don't remember this one being the hardest at all. Just remember it being very long. Slippery Climb is up there. What's the target time here? 142. I got 10 platinums so far. So, well. Nah, just missed it. Ah, just missed it. Yeah, I'm about halfway. I'm actually making good progress. Oh, right. That just ate up all my time. I forgot about that. That's stupid of me. Should restart it. Keep forgetting I have to jump up that. Ah, I just missed it. I keep forgetting those guys push you if you spin into them. Didn't make it. Oh, you can't do that. Ah. Let's try that again. A lot of this is just making a timer in your head so you know when to jump. Oh, that was stupid of me. I could have gone from there. No, I slipped in. Ow. I was hoping he could bounce me over. Oh, just short. Oops. Dodge the monkey. What? He didn't. Ooh. Go figure. Didn't look like he hit me, but I guess he did. Those monkey boys got big boxes on them. Oh, come on. Yeah, drown. Why don't you? These monkeys stink. No fun. Wonder why this first game ever caught on to begin with. There we go. Something Revore planned. No. This is not going to be a platinum. Especially when that happens. Okay. Oh, crash. I'm sure he enjoyed it. Look how detailed they are now. They're ribbed for his pleasure. Didn't make it. Native fuckfest. It's disgusting. Their hair was everywhere. Don't care. How was that? Only a gold. Damn. Alright. What's a platinum on this one? I wish it didn't work that way. I understood why it worked for Crash 3, because it's like, oh, because gold is like the really hard one, and then it's supposed to be a reveal like, actually there's a super secret one. There's the platinum ones. I understood it for the time. I don't know why they're doing it this way still. That's really tedious. Wait, was I that close? Oh my god. I was 20 milliseconds off. Alright. Jeez. I was close. I was very close. I should have taken a hit for free sooner. I had Uka. I had Aku Aku. I could have done it. I should have done it. So I know now. I know that I can take a hit for free at one point. Oh, slipped in. So I'll take advantage of Aku Aku this time. I keep sleeping. The other problem too is at the end I did go a little bit too slow into the exit. Man, keep jumping a little too short. Do it this time. That sucks. I needed that. I only got one. I gotta do it again. Whoa! I didn't think I made it. I thought I was dead. Because the first time I tried this level, I couldn't make that jump. Whoops. I guess you can just make that jump. I wasted too much time. Am I getting it? Okay, here we go. Whee. Oh, I missed it. Well, sorta. Oh well. Let's try that again. That's what I get for going analog. Oh, didn't make it. Okay. I almost slipped off there. Fresh was slipping and he was able to jump back on. That's what I was worried about, that I'd slip off. Just barely made that jump. Too short. No, they didn't. Chris kept thinking they did, but they didn't. It's all pretty close to how it looked already. It's just in some spots in the game it doesn't look too bad. Fresh one, for the most part, looks pretty nice. Ah. Bad timing. Ah, it was bad. I thought it could land again. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I think I'm losing too much time. Nope. That wasted time. It was that or death. Fuck, I didn't get it. It was enough to ruin it. Yeah, wasn't gonna get it. No! I need to be able to make it onto him and then get off of him. Oops. Making these tight jumps is hard. How come you're so unexpressive? I don't know. Because I'm a regular human being. And most people don't shriek 24/7. Contrary to popular belief, perpetuated by YouTube personalities. Most people don't just shriek and yell and fall over and cry every time someone sends them fan art. If you meet somebody like that, probably be concerned because they're probably not a real human being. Oh my god, I hate that it bounces you. Oh, wait, I didn't even think about that. Okay, what if that helps? What if that plant is already snapping at that time because of the time that I grab the clock? What if that's what's doing it? If it's one of those again? That would suck. Ow! Whoops. Ooh. Damn it! How can I get there fast enough? There's not really anything I can do to optimize time more to get there. Ugh, just missed. Oops. I actually don't know how I'm gonna be able to pull that off. Because I was doing it before, and now I don't know how to get up to it in time. Nope. That was a waste of time. Oh, I was wondering what that emoticon was. For a second, I thought that was the lady who got the face transplant, and I was shocked to see that that was an emoticon here on Twitch, but it wasn't. Oh, I fell in. Nope, didn't make it. Not gonna make it. Nope. That works. Whatever gets me over. Okay. Whoa, I did it. That wasted too much time there. Do that again. Try that again. Wee. 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 I had made that jump before at the beginning. How can you play for so long? Because I like video games. Oh, I hate that it goes under with you too. It's like the biggest insult. Like, oh yeah, hey, the game's code recognizes you landed on it, but we're gonna make it sync just to promise you being dead. That was stupid. Wish the sprint power up was carried over. I really don't. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It's just there for the sake of you having to backtrack in a sense if you want to do relics. You're not going to be able to get platinums until you beat the game. It's the only reason for it. While the power-ups don't serve too much of a purpose in 3. Oh, made it. Oh! Okay, Crash, if you want to slide off, why not? Be my guest. Nope. Just short. Someone say hating is easy? Will they say that bad? Ooh, that was a good jump. Bad jump though. Ooh, that was close. He almost fell off. Wait, is someone mad in the chat about something or what? I haven't been following. Made it. Oh no, he got vored. I'm confused. Who in the chat's angry? What happened? Oh, okay. I mean, that is sort of a silly thing to say. I don't understand why you would go out of your way to say something like that. It's like, if it's easy to say something bad about it, then maybe there's something wrong with it. Although I wouldn't even say it's necessarily easy to say something bad about this. It's a mixed bag. I would not say it's bad overall. But I know people are also very, very uppity about saying anything remotely negative about it right now. I'm having fun with it though. You made it. Bad about that. It was okay. Okay. I guess I'm dead. Are people saying the stream's a downer? I've been very quiet. Not saying anything shouldn't be reading as a downer, it's just me concentrating. Especially when I'm doing the hardest thing in the game right now. He made it. No! God damn it! I'm not gonna get it now. It sucks when a final moment like that determines everything. Yep. At the very end of this level, there's 2 setups of crates like that if you can't get both of them, you have to do it all over. Okay, I bounced off him by accident. This one works the way it should, for anyone wondering about that. This one works how it should, so things are on a local timer when they're spawned. So patterns and everything can stay synchronized. It's not like that other stage that the smashers, for whatever reason, get desynced. I don't know why that happens. Maybe they originally, when they were first starting this, they had everything on a global timer, and redid that and forgot to change it on some stuff. That's what I was worried about. I didn't think I was gonna make the jump. It's too bad I was only a couple milliseconds off on this one. Well, this level is me being really paranoid right now because I don't want another situation where I'm like 20 milliseconds off from getting it. I want to make sure I get it for sure. Okay, here comes the lousy part with the crates. First set. Good enough. Second set coming up. This is a real shitty one coming up. Got it. Oh, the fish clipped me? Ah. I thought he was already in the water. That was a huge hitbox. Yep. A lot of stuff in this has very exaggerated hitbox sizes. And it's to its credit, it was like that in the PS1 games. They were pretty big in that too. Oh, I walked off because I was looking at the chat. Yeah, I know the funny Dark Souls joke. I've heard it a million times. I know the review was very stupid. I'm glad everyone's at least ridiculing them for that review. Even the sort of people who would typically defend reviewers like that are making fun of them for it. Oh. Where is it? Congrats, you did it. And if you weren't a spammer and you actually were just doing that as like a little joke, I'm sorry, but probably shouldn't be flooding a chat thinking it'll be a funny little haha. I'm not paying close attention. Ah. That sucks. I didn't expect that to happen. That sucks. So that one I jumped into because I wasn't sure the timing on it yet. And it turns out you can't just do that. You have to wait for it. So I'm gonna have to lose some time at the end unless I can get to that one plant before it actually snaps you, which I don't know if you can. I feel like I did it one time, but I don't know how I did it. Right, this one. I don't feel like you can. I thought I did at the beginning, but I haven't been able to ever do it again. Oh, I did not see the Jim Sterling video. I don't watch Jim Sterling. Sorry. Okay, here we go. We go. Platinum. Shaved up more time than I probably needed to, but got it. So, there we go. So, Ripperoo. Lost City's gonna suck. What's the time for it? 2:35. Man, I hate Lost City. Marty, I kind of like the time trials a lot. My only gripe with it in Crash Bandicoot is that you don't really have much in terms of movement options, and I'm sure people will bring up 3 like, well, you got all those power-ups and everything. Yeah, but they have like really set places that you always typically use them, and once you get them, you're always going to be using them anyways. It's just, okay, your basic movement's now worthless, use these instead. That's usually what it boils down to. You're not going to ever walk again, you're just going to use the running shoes. You're not going to just do normal jumps anymore that are really tight. You're going to use the super spin because it can get you over shortcuts and everything. It's that sort of thing that it limits it, I think, a lot more for what it is. If it was like Mario 64 where you have a lot of different movement options and they all lend you something valuable, and you're encouraged to kind of throw yourself into positions like that, as opposed to, can you do the inputs at the perfect time? Being able to come up with new routes and everything, that's what can make it pretty fun. But I enjoyed a lot when there's plenty there to it, so it makes it a fun time. I was saying before, Mischief Makers, I love the grading system in it. I love going for S ranks. I love just how far it pushes you. It's really satisfying. Crash Bandicoot, I love the time trials, but my only issue is that it's Crash Bandicoot. There isn't too much to Crash Bandicoot, so it's just a matter of you playing through the stage and just being perfect with your inputs. There isn't any intensity for the most part. Time trials are a lot of fun though, and especially ones like lighter grades and everything. I really like that about. It's a weird one to compliment it. Sonic Adventure 2 is such a flawed game, and I hate the additional missions because they did not test them at all. Hard mode for a lot of those levels, just garbage, absolute garbage. I can think of one specific, Eternal Engine as Tails, doing it on hard mode. I hate them so much for that because all they decided hard mode for that is, okay, we're going to drop enemies right on top of you, and there's no warning sign, there's no way for you to know. You're just going to have to play this level a million times to memorize every enemy spawn point that we're going to just drop them on you if you want to get through this without taking a hit or anything to get an A. It's just awful for that. But all that out of the way, the grade system in that, how it factors into emblems and everything, the idea behind that's like, oh, here's all these different characters to play as. If you get an A on every stage as a character, you get a bonus reward for that character. Stuff like that. That's actually a really cool system. I like being encouraged to go and try to do those things, as opposed to just like, here's the game. Okay, you finished it? Okay, that's it. I like having additionally that sort of thing. Even if a lot of people would say like it's a cheap sort of addition to extend gameplay, like, oh, so what? You're just playing the levels again, and they're just telling you to go faster while doing it. I do enjoy it just because usually the times that they come up with are like from people who play tested it. Like in a racing game, you'll have ghost data that comes from the staff on the game, so they know really good shortcuts and secrets and everything because they programmed it. They'll be really good at it. Or something, once again, Mischief Makers, where the S ranks in that game are just ludicrous in terms of how hard they are because they knew their game so well, so perfectly, that you have to be nuts to be able to go for most of those. It's something to give to people who really want to get the most out of the game. People who really want to challenge themselves as much as possible. It's sort of a reward to them because it's like, okay, well here's the fastest time that we're aware of. Let's see if you can beat it. It's a fun challenge. I always get a kick out of it. It just needs to be tied to the right game because as much as I like how Sonic Adventure kind of does it in terms of, because like even that idea, like having a hard mode variant of a stage, playing through different missions on a stage like that's a cool idea. It's just too bad it applies to that game because that game is such a mess, and there isn't really a skill level in it either because everything just falls apart and breaks all the time. Everything's mapped to the B button. Sonic is the most unreliable to play as because people always compliment him. He's the worst one to play as if you're going for any of those. If you're trying to go for the emblems, you're going to be hitting B and not doing the right thing a lot of the times. You're gonna do a bounce move by accident when you meant to do the light speed dash, or you're gonna somersault when you didn't mean to. You wanted to do the light speed dash, or because you tried to do the light speed dash so quickly, you get one ring and then fall off a cliff right off of it. You try to do the homing attack, but since you were doing it too quickly, the game couldn't calculate it, so you just fling yourself off a cliff, or you spin around an enemy for like a full minute. That sort of thing. It's just too unreliable, and doesn't make it fun going for any of that in that game. But I think that system is a lot of fun as an idea. It just doesn't work there. My name is not Isaac. Yeah, we're gonna. I talked about this last stream, but I think we're doing it for both Trick or Treat and Bippy. We have the normal game mode, which is going to be play tested extensively for a general audience. It's not going to be too easy. It'll still be challenging, but it'll try to be more balanced out. So the beginning of the game will be pretty accessible, end of the game will be pretty challenging, and then there's gonna be an unlockable hard mode, which hard mode is not just like, oh, enemies have slightly more health or anything. Hard mode is all the levels are completely redone. They even will look different. We'll have different tile sets or variants of enemies. They'll have new abilities, things like that. It'll be like playing just a new set of levels essentially. So after finishing the game, you'll get that. And in terms of that, that's not going to be play tested by like a general audience. That's mostly just going to be designed around what I sort of have in mind. So if people want something to challenge them a lot more, then that'll be open to them, because programmers typically are always going to be in a weird spot with their own games, and it's why a lot of old games... It's why Crash Bandicoot, for example, the first one, is so difficult. It's why they had to cut a level out of it, because it was too difficult. It was satisfying to the people working on it. It's satisfying to the team working on it, and they could all handle it, but anyone else, no, they're not that familiar with it, so it's just painful for most people. But that's why it means I can design levels that I would have a lot of fun with personally, but then we can also design levels for what an audience would probably be enjoying more. For Trick or Treat in specific, the way that hard mode works is not only is it redone level designs and everything, and we have new variants of some enemies. Bosses will sometimes have new attacks. It's not just all that, but we also we have new music for all the stages when you're playing on hard mode, so it sounds a lot more intense. We have new additions made to the tile sets being used, so they look different. It's like just playing new levels essentially, so there's more to the game because of that. We also have a grade system in Trick or Treat, and I'm pretty sure Tough Bippy's going to have one too. So there's going to be plenty there to do. And if people want to go for completion, there's plenty there for it. Anyways, I really don't want to do the Lost City. No. What levels are like a minute long? Ugh, Road to Nowhere. Well, Flippy 101, the way that Trick or Treat works is that everything gives you very fair warning. If an enemy is about to shoot bullets out, they will flash a little bit to give you a warning sign that they're about to do something. And bullets typically, we have it layered a certain way, so bullets always will take priority. So if there's like something in the back, not background, but foreground is obscuring a bullet, the bullet will be flickering through it so you can still see it. If someone's standing in front of a bullet, anything, you'll still be able to see the bullet no matter what. So nothing ever is going to be obscured that can kill you. You're always going to be able to see it no matter what. And same goes for your own character. If anything is obscuring your character, you still can see your character at all times too. But bullets take top priority, so you always know where they are. Oh. We also designated purple for the color for any sort of attack or bullet or anything like that. So if there's lots of chaos on screen, your own bullets don't ever really blink or anything. Only enemy bullets do. And your weapons never use the color purple. Only enemy attacks use purple. So you can always tell, even if there's a lot of chaos going on, where enemy bullets are at all times. That's a priority with it, is that nothing's gonna feel too unfair. Trigger tree more like Isaac or nuclear threat. It's not like either. I said it a bunch of times. It's like Smash TV combined with Metal Slug, with the speed turned up a lot, and then you have the dash from Pocky and Rocky. Oh, it's unfortunate that there's after Isaac, it means you can't make a twin stick shooter anymore, because everybody started doing it back to back to back to back to back, and then everyone now just recognizes those as like, oh, it's a twin stick shooter, so it's Isaac, right? That's not even what Isaac's known for. Not to mention Isaac, you can only fire in 4 directions anyways. It's not what Isaac is known for. It's because of the randomization. That's what it's recognized for. It's more Zelda than it is something like Smash TV. People forgot about Robotron. People forgot about Smash TV, because that was what happened. Was Robotron was the big one. People forgot about Smash TV comes out, so everyone's like, oh yeah, like Smash TV. If you bring up anything that's a twin stick game, they think of Smash TV. They don't think Total Carnage. They don't think Robotron. They don't think other games that were around like that. Total Carnage, by the way, is a very good follow-up to Smash TV. I had a lot of fun playing it. Most people have never played Total Carnage. Problem with Total Carnage is it cheats you really hard. Smash TV was actually possible to play through without taking a death. It was possible. Thanks to the random power-up drops and everything, you could do it. On top of good positioning and just recognizing a lot about it, you could do it. Total Carnage, it's not possible, I don't think. There are just too many unfair moments in that game. And it's because they wanted to boast about it too. They wanted to say like, oh, you came from Smash TV, better go home now. This one's really hard. And then like the guys who worked on it were even insisting like, oh, we beat it, not even taking a single death. And there's no proof of that. Funny thing about Total Carnage, and I remember that always annoyed me when I was younger, is Total Carnage, if you get into the Pleasure Dome and you collect everything there, the ending screen still tells you that you didn't collect everything. And because of that, people thought like, oh, is there something like left behind in there? Is there some sort of secret that people aren't aware of? No, it's just set up that way. And people weren't sure if that's like, okay, so they did that intentionally then. They put that in just to mess with people, to make them think there was more to the game, so they keep feeding him money, right? And that's what everyone assumed, until recently someone figured out that no, it was just an oversight in the game's code. It hides a couple of the sprites in the ending and shows that text if you miss something in the Pleasure Domes, and if you don't, you get the artwork that everyone's familiar with at the end. and it just removes a line of text. This game is not going to age well. No, absolutely not. I said that before. I said that last stream. A lot of this is just the initial wow factor because people aren't used to some of these things. And in 10 years, when there's just absolutely no bias for this sort of thing anymore, people are not going to be saying that this was a gorgeous, gorgeous game. PS1 Crash games still hold up visually. It's because that's also something that's not really a thing anymore. At the time, you had to make the most of limitations, which usually meant coming up with good stylization. And if you could master that, you have something that's timeless visually. That's why a lot of old 16-bit pixel art still looks really nice now, because they made the most of those limitations and did really fine work with it. And it's why some 3D games still hold up now. Wind Waker still looks great. The HD version of it did nothing to make it look better. It just missed the point of its art style and made it uglier. The original Crash games, specifically 2 and 3. 2 is 3, both of them. Like I'm thinking of instances from each of them, but they're really, really pretty to look at. They really took advantage of the PS1 hardware and vertex-based animation and everything. They did such a great job with those games. So when you end up with this then, where it's just like, hey, we got the bump maps. We got the new lighting that you've seen in the Unreal Engine 4. We got dynamic shadows. It has that initial window where everyone's very impressed by it, but in a few years no one is going to really be going back and still kind of marveling at it. It's going to pass. There's nothing here to really make it stand out in its own way. I never noticed that, yeah, this water... I mean, I recognize that's just a looping bump map. That doesn't look very good. But watching... Look at it in the back on the left, by the way, how it's animating. That's just offsetting the bump map, and then it pauses for a few frames, and then reverses it, then pauses. It looks really awkward. Those waves on the beach, too. But, that's nitpicking. Can't have any of that. Even though these remakes mostly are just here to redo the visuals and nothing else. The Insane Trilogy doesn't really offer too much to Crash 2 and 3. 3, it doesn't do anything for. Crash 2, it adds the time trials. But it also screws up the controls. Crash 1's the best thing in the Insane Trilogy. They turned it into a much better game. Look at all those platinums. Oh, I'm gonna read donations and wrap up for a little bit. We're about halfway done getting platinums in Crash Bandicoot 1, which I would say is probably the most difficult thing to do in the Insane Trilogy, because the games just get easier. Crash 1 was always the hardest Crash game. And it's got some painfully long levels in it too. And unfortunately, those are the levels coming up now, are the really painful ones, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of nightmarish. But I'm gonna read some donations and then I'm gonna wrap up for now. So let's swing this mic over here. Pull up the donations. Sorry, just give me a bit. Did I really stream that long? I keep doing really long streams without realizing it. Well, okay, first of all, I need to start with this donation because holy cow. This was when I was offline, someone did this. Applejack donated $200 and said, love the stream. Thanks for everything you do. Applejack, wherever you are. Oh my god. 200. You are cuckoo crazy. $200. You didn't have to do that. I wasn't even streaming and you did that too. Holy cow. So that puts us a lot closer to our goal now and everything. Thank you so much, Applejack. Good lord. 200. You're one of the good ones. You deserve a trophy, a medal, a pedestal, a fine wine. Thank you, Nath, for $5. Said you're a good boy, Ding. Thank you. DuckG69 donated $5 and said you got me up at 5 a.m. I wish I knew how to quit you. I just don't watch it because this was a boring stream. Thank you, for $6.90. The sexy number. What, 690? G'day dingaling dong along donated $4.20. Funny. Rusty Record donated $5. Can we hear Julian please? Donated $1. No, he's asleep. Stop it Dad donated $1. Sheepish Deep Dish. Oh, you donated before. Thank you. You donate $4. Sheepish Deep Dish. I don't like your name. It makes me hungry. I want a deep dish pizza. Raina, who donated yesterday too. Raina donated $2. Not much, but I love you. Thank you, Raina. Dak. Thank you for $5. Hey Ding Dong, you should stream Dark Souls someday. I don't know, maybe. It's actually, I'm weird with Dark Souls because I like it, but I'm not like madly in love with it. Which is weird because it should be like the game that's perfectly up my alley. I don't know what it is about it. Bloodborne, I think I personally feel I enjoyed it just because I like how it's more offense driven. There's more of a faster pace going with it. I do enjoy that by comparison to Dark Souls. Yeah, that's what would happen too, Imp. If I play it, everyone's just going to complain the whole time. Even if I do things okay. Instead, I could play God Hand, a game nobody has played. And then when I do the thing wrong, nobody knows. But then when I do things really well, nobody knows. Thank you to Tanner for $5. You're a good boy. Thank you, Tanner. Josh J Online donated $5. Haven't been able to catch many streams lately, but I always enjoy when I do. I was wondering if you have Ribbit King, one of my favorites. My favorite not so good games. Okay, I gotta stop you there. Not so good games? Ribbit King's a lot of fun. Ribbit King is a really good game. I think it's a really fun time. So don't say that. But yes, if you have Ribbit King, we actually really would like to play that. Ribbit King is a lot of fun. My only worry there is that I'd like to have things unlocked, so I'd probably have to spend a lot of time doing that. Thank you. Sorry I yelled in chat for $5. Keep doing it. You'll get that platinum. I did. Also, would you yell? Thank you. Tatisper for $20. Woo. Sorry I can't say your name right. Sunly Birds. Thank you. 346. Good luck getting all those platinum relics. We're about halfway done. Thank you. No Senator donated $2 and said Claderf. Okay. Fuck. Native Fortress donated $5.44. It said good luck, my friend. Well, that's okay. The deed has been done. Parkin, thank you for $15, Parkin. Wow. That's a big number. Tons of respect for your constant hard work. Hopefully the new setup is just around the corner. Love ya. Yeah, here's hoping. I'm excited. You're all doing a good favor for us. Thank you. Shaquille donated $5 and said, good morning. Okay, good morning. Thank you for the $5. Zenclair, thank you for $5. Well done getting platinum in Native Fortress. Funny scream. No. Bimp donated $5. Listen, you've been doing this too frequently. Aren't you working on projects or something? Like, seriously, you should be funneling your money into that. I've been fine for humoring the joke donations for a little bit, but I'm starting to... Come on. You should be getting paid because you do good art. Shouldn't be slamming money down on a stream.